Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Sandy Bay. Now the first thing I'd like to do today is actually go and sell some grain because we don't really have much money, and today we're going to be moving the bales with the auto stacker, and the auto stacker costs £24,000, which obviously we don't have. Now I don't want to take out a loan, so I think the best thing to do is to sell something that we have in storage, and the price of wheat is actually up at the moment, so I think probably if we sell some wheat to Littleham stores, that is probably the best thing to do first of all. So we're going to jump into the Massey Ferguson 8737, which is actually a very big tractor just for doing some carting with, but I haven't used it too much yet, and I'm not going to use it for the entire episode, so I just want to give it a go. We will attach to the Stewart trailer, but we're going to have to actually load the trailer with the JCB. So I'll just position myself in a good place. The wheat is in the left barn, so I think probably if I just reverse back into a good position, that's the best thing to do. Alright, we should be okay there. It is raining, and that is a slight issue. However, we'll get the cover over as soon as possible. And yeah, we need to get the bales shifted. We really do need to get them out of the fields because they've been there for a while, and obviously now they're getting wet, so not very good. Now we don't have much grain. We have, I think, 8,000 litres, which is what we started off with. So it's not going to take long to do this, especially with this big bucket. But it's something which we've got, and as the price is good, we might as well sell it. I mean, look at that, we've got 6,400 litres in one bucket load, so it's not even going to be two loads. The good thing is, it's not very far to Littleham stores, and the price is actually the same to both of the sell points. And the remaining bit, it doesn't look like there's much. There isn't, but there's more than what it looks like. Yeah, there's 2,557 litres there. So there we go. It didn't take long, but let's go and sell it anyway. Now the price is actually less than £1,000 per tonne, so if you convert 1,000 litres into 1 tonne, we're actually quite a long way from where we should be. So we're probably going to have to sell another crop as well, which isn't a problem. We'll probably do that second. But yeah, there we go, the covers are on, so it should stay nice and dry in our nice new trailer. Wow, that was close. So yeah, we want to be going right down here, and if we keep going, the store is on the right hand side, basically the first right actually, first right turning. And there's a field up here which starts just here, there, which is a sugar beet field, and we own that, so I'd like to do that at some point. We don't have a harvester yet though, so obviously it's not going to be for a few weeks, but that is a nice sized field for sugar beet, because obviously sugar beet takes a long time to harvest because the header is much smaller than a combine harvester. So yeah, I think that is a very good field for doing a let's play of sugar beet harvesting on. But that'll be when we've got a bit more money. Yeah, here's the store, just on the right. Now there's all the different crops or grain types in storage. Here goes. What can we get for it? We need 24,000. Yep, we're 4,000 short, but yeah, not too bad. It was almost 6,000. Could have been worse. I mean, we've got barely any in storage. That's just what we started off with. So we'll do one more crop type, one which is going up in price. The canola is down, but the price of canola is good anyway, but I'm not going to waste it. We're not going to do canola. I think it was probably something like barley, possibly the corn. I'll just have to check when we get back to the yard. Okay, so into our info page. The wheat is now going down in price. That is obviously expected as we've just sold it. Oh, the canola's going up now. The canola was going down when I first started, and someone actually said that this changes every hour, which I didn't know. So yeah, we must have just changed hours, possibly. Yeah, 7 minutes past, so that would make sense. So canola it is then. Good prices there. Same prices at Littleham stores and Sandy Bay stores. So we'll go to Littleham again with 8,306 litres. It is in a different shed though, this one just here. So again, it's going to be 2 bucket loads, not much. We'll close these doors up so it's not getting wet in there. If you go to the middle, you can actually shut both of them at the same time, but it's a very fine line between the two. There we go. And we need to open these two. There's our puddle of canola. I'll have to take the cover off as well for the tractor trailer. You can't take the cover off without having the engine running. So I'm guessing, is it hydraulic or something, that one? I always thought they were manual, but I have seen trucks with automatic covers, so yeah, possibly not. There we go. We'll be moving the bales very soon. I want to get them out of the field. Park this in here. Back into the tractor, get the cover on, and we'll go and sell it. That's 24,000. So we've got enough, and we're up at 30,000. So that was very good. I'm very keen on doing more canola in the future because it is just such a high well, not high yielding maybe, but it's worth a lot, isn't it? It's worth a lot. Obviously, it is high yielding if you put the fertiliser on and stuff, but you don't get as much grain as you do for wheat. I guess that is probably why it's worth more. I don't know exactly. So we now need to get the round bale auto stacker, and we need to clear field number 31, and also, more importantly actually, because they're straw bales, field number 8. So we will park this up, and then we will go and get the JCB, because that is the tractor I need next. Right, it's parked quite close to the rake. Can we turn around in here? Probably not, but let's give it a go. Yep, not really, but we're round. Now I want to leave the baler undercover ideally, despite it raining through the roof. I want to keep it in here. And let's head to the store. I think we'll clear field 8 first. Straw bales will be absorbing all the rain, so they want to be undercover as soon as possible. We'll very soon be able to buy some animals. That is what I really would like to do. Right, if we want this one. No, we don't want that one. Where's the shop? Where's the shop? In here. It's the 2D showroom. So, baling technology. The Ursus T127. It should be outside. We have £6,000 left, or a little bit more. Not great, but some of these bales are going to be sold. Wow, that is laggy. Why was that? Why did I suddenly get lag then? New computer should sort that out. I think I'll probably actually be doing it in February now. But I'm definitely doing it. Most likely in February. Slow and steady on these back roads. These are my favourite types of roads to drive on in Farming Simulator. Much more picturesque. And of course you've got no other traffic as well. Oh, that's our canola field, which is actually ready. Fairly large field. We should probably get that harvested, because we've got our really big Class Lexium 580 TerraTrack. We should put it to some more use. Obviously not when it's raining though. We have to pick up our soggy bales. There's quite a lot of them. This is going to take a while, because I think this only takes 8, if I remember rightly, at a time. And we're most likely going to be taking them back to the main yard, unless I can find a storage point, which I don't know if there is. Oh, we could take them to Willow Farm. Willow Farm is probably the best thing to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to Sandy Bay Farm. That is way too far. Yeah, Willow Farm it is, which is just down the road. And actually, that is our livestock farm. Or is it? Maybe not. No, it looks like our... Yep, forget what I said. Willow Farm is not our livestock farm. It looks like it is a storage yard. I haven't been there too much, so I can't really remember. But I did show it in the tour video. We'll have to go and have another look. And there we go, we've got a full load. There are quite a lot of loads in this field, but it's much easier and quicker than doing it with the loader. Willow Farm is actually right next to the field. I hope there's a good, like a Dutch barn or something to put these in. There's one there, but it's for the tipping point. We're just going to have to do a little bit of research, I think. Let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got... Oh, it looks like there's a Dutch barn around here. I'm just a bit wary that I'm going to put them in the sell point because I've done it before. I don't think this is a sell point, but I don't know if I'm going to put them there because it's a bit in the way. Maybe I should. Yeah. Don't be surprised if these sell because I've got a bit of a reputation of putting my bales in a place which I think is a storage point, but is actually a sell point. So it doesn't actually matter if they do sell because we're going to sell some of these anyway. Nope, it's not a sell point. It's good to see. Right then, let's go back for the next load. Oh, I remember now. Willow Farm is for our pigs and our beef. Yep, I remember. Which we will be doing. Looking forward to doing that. We're just sorting out the bales first, and then we've at least got something to feed them with. Oh, those ones have all rolled into the fence. It's a good job that fence is there. Right then, back to the yard to drop off another 8. Right, so that is 3 loads. There is a limit to how many I want to actually bring here. I'm kind of looking for a sell point now because I would like to sell some of them. Might have to just open some of these barns up, just have a look. So in here we've got empty storage shed. We probably could have put some bales in here, but I just quite like the look of them in there. It looks quite good. In here we've got the bale sell point. Brilliant. Good. So the next loads, in fact everything else can come here. I don't need to keep any more than that. That is plenty, and also we'll be producing more in the future anyway. If we just keep them all, we're going to just begin to create lag, which I really do not want. So let's get some money from it. Not really going in any particular order here, I'm just sort of going for the next one I see. Probably should have worked around in the clockwise direction. One more. And there we go. That is another 8. Interested to see how much we get from these. If they were silage bales, worth fortune. We'll probably get about £40,000 from this if it was silage bales, but it's straw bales, so they're not worth as much, but I don't think they're too bad. We should do alright. Hopefully that's far enough into the trigger. Oh! £312. That's per bale. Yeah, that's per bale. So that's not too bad. I was a bit worried then. I thought, I've just sold 8 bales for £312, which in Farming Simulator is pretty bad. But yeah, it keeps flashing, so that must be per bale. So quite happy with that. That's good. Let's clear the rest of the field. This is our last load. We have got one up there. Mustn't forget that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll definitely get them all on. And then there could be some more which have rolled away somewhere. But I think most of the bales have been stocked by the fence, so that is a great help. There's this one here. Yeah, I think there's 5 then. Just one more at the top. And that is field 8 done. It's taken long enough. We're now on what? What's this? Episode 7? And we did that on, I think... Yeah, we harvested it on the first episode, and then we did the baling on the second. So yeah, it's taken a long time. I should have really cleared this before it rained, but that is my pace of farming. So yeah, let's go and sell this, and then we will go and clear the other field. I want to get all the bales done today, and then we can start a fresh job next week. There we go, so we finish off with a total of 12,828. Obviously not all of that was from bales. I think roughly 5,000 or 6,000 pounds were from the bales, so it's all extra. It is all extra. It's not amazing, but it's all good. So now for the proper money. Although we're not selling them all yet, the proper money is in our silage bales. So let's head down to field 31. We'll shut these gates as we're finished, and yep, we'll go from there. Now, here we go. We've got a field of bales here. Not that you would have thought it, because they're all down here. Yep, I think square bales would have been better, but I think you can wrap square bales actually. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say you can't wrap square bales, because I think you can. But usually, I mean commonly, I think you do see the square bales. This bale is not supported. Oh, you've got to be joking. That's a bit annoying. I thought that would pick up the silage bales. Oh well. Looks like we'll be doing some more bale handling next time then with the telehandler. Yeah, that is annoying. I was hoping that I'd be able to just pick them up with this, but no. So, yeah, oh, one bale. We can actually pick up a bale. We've got one here. There we go, look at that. Field completed. Yes, we'll just get £312 for this one bale. I'm not actually too worried about those bales because they're wrapped anyway, so they're not even going to get wet. And anyway, they're already wet inside, so it doesn't really bother me. Now, let's try and sell it. There we go. So we've got a little bit more money. So there we go, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, despite us not actually finishing, but hopefully you've enjoyed it anyway. Please do join me again next time on Sandy Bay when we'll be continuing. We will most likely be starting work on the animals. So yeah, we'll just pick up the silage bales as we need them, I think. So yeah, probably the usual sheep and cows, possibly chickens. But also, hopefully, I'm hoping we can actually buy some beef cows and also the pigs as well. So, thank you for watching, and please do join me again soon. Bye for now.